in 2011, everybody were focused on the West.
Sure.
You took your flight towards the East, and in China, you landed all alone, knowing nothing about China, no GPS back then.
No GPS.
And Google does not work there.
Right.
And nothing works. Like what is there outside China? How did you, first of all, land up there? Why did you choose that?
Actually, that time I was working with Mr. Ram Kotak and Cargoways. And I was a pretty new guy with even Ram Kotak sir also. 8 months or 7 months I worked for him. And then Mr. Kotak asked me, let's go China together. So I said, like, for me it was an opportunity to visit foreign country first time. When I landed over there, I found that no one speaks English there. And I was like, we don't even know what to eat. We were just checking the menu and like putting, okay, this looks good. It looked like curry. So Mr. Kotak and me, that time I was not eating non-veg much because I was not much into the like outside world. So me and Mr. Kotak, we were sitting in a restaurant. I just opened a menu and put finger on one dish because looked like our curry. So when the dish arrived, it was so big, and I asked them what it is. The girls speak a little English. They say pork. I'm like, no, I don't eat, but it's too big. And Mr. Kotak also looked at me and saying, let's go out to find some KFC or McDonald's. So we walked out and we found one Indian restaurant where we have our second house. Every day I used to go there because that time I was not eating any other food than Indian food only. So that's how I started there. And after that, Mr. Kotak asked me that if you want to continue staying here, I will open an office for you and you stay here. The reason is we were discussing few deals, and I went to meet these companies over there. And when Mr. Kotak realized that I'm developing a different way, I'm creating a relationship with those guys. In fact, during a meeting, I became very good friend few of them.
Okay.
And after that interaction with those guys, this Kotak asked me, Malik, you must stay here. And we came back India. We start process of registering a company, and within a month, I flew back.
Okay.
And then we have office, and I was the representative for Cargoways. I learned a lot there because no one speaks English. I used to have a BlackBerry phone where there was one translator. Which first time we had to write and then they translate this one. Then I start visiting companies over there, and slowly I start picking some small Chinese words where I can use for my general day work and some food or travel something. But when you start understanding some culture, some language, then you start enjoying life over there. So within 1 year, I start liking China. And in fact, whenever I came back to India after my staying in China, people question me, how can you stay there? How you eat there? How you speak with those people? So for me, it was a good experience. Like I can manage now anywhere. Okay. Because if I can survive, I decide to go as per the time I landed, I was not eating non-veg. When I start living there, I start eating everything.
Okay.
So people ask me, what do you eat? I say, I like seafood. So like seafood, I say seafood. Whatever I see, I eat. I don't, I will not eat this, I will not eat that. No, I eat everything. So for me, I love seafood. So wherever I go, then Vietnam or Cambodia or any local areas, I eat their local food. I don't go for Indian food. So that's how you can stay anywhere in the world.
Connected to them.
And when you like the local food, see, the food and culture, you have to accept.
Correct.
Anywhere in the world you go there. So when you accept these things, you can stay anywhere.
Seafood. I never thought seafood could also be seafood.
Whatever you see, just eat.
Whatever you see, just eat.
Yeah.
It's amazing, sir. What was the biggest pain when you were there?
Once I was sick badly, and I went to a Chinese hospital. I was not able to explain doctor what happened to me, or doctor was able to explain to me what I have to do. So we were like almost 2 hours and searching for translator to, that if somebody can help me. In fact, they have one nurse. She speaks very little English, and I was explaining, and she was explaining to doctor. I was not sure what the discussion between them, and the doctor gave me medicine. After 2 days, I came back with the same problem.
Symptoms, okay.
And I asked them that I have this issue. That time I found one of my friend over there. He speaks Chinese, so
Okay.
he came with me. He explained to doctor, and after the doctor, oh shit, I will change the medicines now. So sometimes language barrier can be very challenging as well.
Was that the reason why you started learning Mandarin?
Not really, because if I want to stay in that country, I must understand some language. I also, because it will become easy for me to communicate with the locals and deal with small issues over there. It took me almost 5 to 6 years. I'm still not fluent, but I
Okay.
can still have a basic communication with them. And I was like, that's more than enough there. And when you start living, no one speak English, you can learn faster.
After learning Chinese, after learning Mandarin, was it a good thing for you or a bad thing? Because people there would have thought that you would never know Chinese, and they would have been conversing something in Chinese, which you could have heard and understood. Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I'm still learning. Nobody can learn Chinese because that is too difficult language. But I was basic in Chinese, so sometimes we're sitting with the client, they're discussing in Chinese, and you can understand that what the topic is, also what rate they're negotiating. When you speak Chinese to them again, and they got shocked and like, oh, you learn everything from us, and now you're offering same rate to us. So it was like good, but sometimes when you speak Chinese, so in fact your own colleague, they try to discuss separately some topics, so that will also give you a bit uncomfortable, because see, wherever you go, the locals are locals.
Right.
They have their own topics, they have their internal discussions.
Right.
So when you are a foreigner, so your discussion will be different, and their internal discussion within them is different. So you can say when you speak Chinese, it was always good for me, because I feels like I am local now there. But when they know you speak Chinese, you can understand Chinese, so they will cut a lot of discussions also.
That's another sad part of learning Chinese.
I mean, any language.
Right. That's true. See, sir, the relationships in China, especially in the Chinese culture, it's more to do with the relationship. Right. How you build up the relationship is what is more important than anything else.
Right.
Likewise in any culture, but
Sure.
in Chinese that works very predominantly. How did you manage by with building the culture there, or building that relationship there with them?
So Chinese are very friendly people, very very friendly, and we always say Atithi Devo Bhava.
Correct.
You will learn this thing in China. When you go there, the way they treat you, they will take you like you are everything to them. They will do their best to accommodate you properly. If you visiting a company, even their CEO, he will come down to pick your bag and walk through between everyone. So, like if you feel like you are visiting China and people, you will seriously question yourself. When we have a guest in India, why we don't do that? Why don't we spare extra time for them? So I learned a lot from them, that every person in China, see, the good or bad people everywhere. But I met mostly good people. Most of them are good people. I spent 10 years. I never had any issue. I had a lot of friends and still have a lot of friends there. If I need some help from them, they're still ready to help me out, even though I left China 8 years back. But the relationship's still there.
Right.
So if you think about Chinese culture, if they are friends with you, they are real friend with you.
Wow.
They don't let you down easily. They, if committed to you, they will commit to you.
Sir, isn't this like this? Matlab, when we actually think about making friends, the friends actually appears, right? It's more about our mindset, and we are very friendly and approachable, and so we get more friends. And
Definitely.
since we are thinking about being the good person,
Sure.
we are also getting lots of good people around.
Right. So friendship is like magnet. You know, if you are a good person and your thoughts are clear, you respect people, you are socializing easily, you definitely can make good friends over there. To make a good friend, you have to come out from your sofa, your house, your office. You should visit people to understand what they are, what their like hobbies, requirements. See, everywhere in the world, people are same.
Yeah, right.
You extend your hand for friendship, they will extend hand for you friendship.
Correct.
Only.
Beautiful, sir. Sir, I know you are a person with lots of work experience, right? At least you've done brilliant projects.
Sure.
A lot of projects you have done. Projects like windmill blaze, or at least 2,000 to 3,000 blazes. What you would have exported?
More than that.
More than that.
Yes.
Just by yourself.
Yes.
Contracts that you have executed.
Right.
And big contracts like moving the complete aluminum plant, and a lot of things that you have moved.
Sure.
What is one thing that have gone wrong? I hope nothing would have gone wrong, but then what would have gone wrong, or have you ever faced anything that went wrong, and how did you actually experience it?
Well, I would not say gone wrong. In shipping, incident happens, and see, when the vessel sailed on open sea, it's open sea. I have completed maybe 15 to 20 big contract for government of India. Also involved in like NTPC and a couple of the Kudakalam projects. Also, I have done a lot of oil and gas projects. I have done project for this aluminium plants, fertilizers plant. Many contract I have worked for Indian companies.
Sorry to break you here, sir. Just for the number sake. Kitna numbers hoga? How many contracts you would have executed?
Maybe 500 to 1,000 contract. It's vessels by something like for 50, like my 18 years contract. My experience. I have completed 500 to 1,000 because in shipping, when you sign a COA, so you sign for 20 vessels, 30 vessels, 40 vessels. So there was a time when I was in China, I was operating 5 to 6 vessels every month from China to India. So I had over 6-7 contract every year with me.